Avril Lavigne, she had a revelation. She's been struggling with Lyme disease. It's a 5-month battle that's left her bedridden. Sometimes she can't even talk or move, and Paula Ferris has her story.
This morning, rock star Avril Lavigne opening up about recent health complications, revealing she's been diagnosed with Lyme disease, contracted from a tick bite. Lavigne says she began feeling ill last April. Doctors telling her she was likely dehydrated and exhausted from touring. But she says she knew it was something more, her symptoms worsening over the months. Telling People magazine, "I had to fight. I had doctors tell me I was crazy and they didn't want to test me. I had to learn about it completely on my own."
She's rarely left her home. She said that she's been unable to breathe at times. It's hard for her to stand. She's barely been able to brush her teeth.
At first, Lavigne kept her diagnosis from the public eye, saying, "I never had depression, but being sick and being so terrified, that in itself is depressing. I was scared for my life." Everything wasn't okay. In December, the 30-year-old multi-platinum artist breaking her silence, sending a direct message to a fan on Twitter that went viral, writing, "I'm not feeling well. I'm having some health issues, so please keep me in your prayers." Her fans doing just that, raising her spirits. Since her diagnosis, Lavigne has completely changed her diet and exercise routine, cutting out sugar, dairy, and gluten, doing yoga, meditating, and trying to swim or walk every day, estimating she's about 80% recovered. Now, the rocker is holding on, saying she is grateful for the worst thing she's had to face so far, saying, "I've never been more clear about what I want in my life: health, family, love, and happiness." For Good Morning America, Paula Ferris, ABC News, New York.
Thanks to Paula for that. Rich Besser here now. And boy, you can't emphasize it enough. You got to catch that tick bite early.
It's so important. You think it bites you and you get the infection, but you actually have 36 hours from the time it bites you to remove it before you get sick. But the key thing is finding that tick. So let me show you something. It's not easy to do. I've got 3 types of seeds here. This is a sunflower seed. That's about the size of a dog tick, and that's what people think about with the tick. This little one here is a sesame seed. That's an adult deer tick, which can cause Lyme disease. But it's mainly from these little poppy seeds, the baby deer ticks, which are so hard to see.
If you see the bullseye, is it too late?
It's not too late. So that's one of the first things you want to look for is this bullseye rash. It's a rash that starts where the tick bites you. You'll see it in about 80% of people, and then it gets larger. It's a larger and larger circle. You have about a month to give antibiotics during that early period to prevent some of the worsening
And we
problems.
just saw Avril Lavigne says that she believes that her changing her diet and exercise really helped her.
Well, I'm glad that worked for her. Those are things that are good for everybody. Eating right, meditation's good, exercise, but it's that antibiotic treatment. If you get antibiotic treatment during that first month, something like 80-90% of people will not have progression to some of the other symptoms.
All right, so Rich, what else should people be looking out for so that they don't end up suffering like Avril?
Yeah, so the first thing is looking for that telltale bullseye rash. The other symptoms that will develop after that can look a lot like flu-like illness, so you can have headache, muscle ache, joint pain, some swelling of your glands. If you don't get treated at that point, it can progress and you get true arthritis, so swelling of your joints and pain. You can have neurologic findings like meningitis or facial weakness. Those you can see with that. And you can have racing of the heart. It can actually affect your heart muscle.
And you want to wear long pants, long sleeves, and do what to try and prevent this?
Yeah, so Lyme disease is primarily in the Northeast, in the Midwest, but you can see it in other places, and there are other diseases from ticks. So tick prevention is really key. If you're out in the woods, the long sleeves really help. Using a repellent that has 20% DEET, walk in the middle of the trail, but when you get home, shower, bathe, and do that tick check on you and your pets.
People are going to have a lot more questions. You'll take them this morning?
Twitter all morning.
Okay, Rich Besser, thanks very much.